Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you how to tether downgrade your iPhone 3.2. Tether downgrade means that every time you want to boot your phone into the OS, you're gonna need a computer. Let's start. Okay, so to see if your phone is actually iPhone 3.2, you need to open an app called 3O Tools. If it shows you something like iPhone 4 Rev A, then it's a 3.2. You can also look down. If it says 3.2, then you're okay. If you do not have a 3.2, search for another tutorial. You're gonna visit ipsw.me, select iPhone, scroll down until you see iPhone 4 GSM 2012. Select iOS 6.0 because iOS 6.1.3 doesn't work with the current version of Redsn, and paste the link in a new tab. Save the file. Okay. Next, you're gonna get the Geek Grade. Press on this. Scroll down until you see iPhone 4 GSM Rev A 3.2. Select iOS 6.1.3. Press download anyway, and it's gonna save this. Next, you're gonna click on all the links I left in the description, such as the iReb, iTunes 11.0 and Redsn. By the way, this doesn't work on Windows 10, but I'm using a Windows 10 machine because my old computer doesn't want to work, and it was glitchy when I filmed this the first time. Okay, nice. After you downloaded everything I told you from the internet, you can now run iReb. Actually, disable your Microsoft Defender, because I don't know, these are exploits, and yeah. I don't recommend you to do it on your own computer because it's probably malware. So yeah, you're just gonna go to Tools, Options, and Real-Time Protection, and just uncheck this. Uncheck it. Okay. Now you can run iReb. Close 3 tools because it's kinda useless right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna close it. Select iPhone 4 and prepare to press Power plus Home, and just press this is an exploit, and it's gonna put your phone into a black screen, aka on DFU mode. Now, as you can see, it's exploiting my phone, and this is good. Now you can run the iTunes 11.0 installer, and now just open it. Okay, now as you can see, it's not showing you the home screen. I don't know why, but just click Shift plus Restore. Next, you're gonna go to desktop or wherever you saved your iFaith, actually Geek Grade IPSW, and select it. Press open, and now it's gonna extract the software. Now you can just go, I don't know, drink some water, I don't know, go outside and just wait, because it's gonna take a while. Now, if you see this is good news. Okay, so you need to close iTunes. Next, put your phone back into DFU mode. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it on the home button. Well, now I failed. Try again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it on the home button. And now it's connected on your computer. Okay, now you will go to Redsnow's properties. Compatibility. And make sure to run it in compatibility mode for Windows XP Service Pack 3 and run the program as an administrator. Then you should click apply and then press OK. Now you can run Redsnow and click on extras, select the IPS you just downloaded, not the gig rate, the original Apple IPSW. Wait, let me find 6.0, okay, not 6.1.3. Okay, so the following bill was identified. This is good. If you don't have this, you didn't use the original Apple IPSW. Go back. No, actually, yes, go back. Jailbreak, press on that. And now just wait for a while until it loads. Okay, now don't select anything here. Leave install CDR. Nothing else. Now, yes, this is 10x speed and just runs. Okay, so now that it's over, you can put your phone into DFU mode. Okay, let it on the home button. You know how to do it. I think you've done it for, let's say, 3 times. Okay, now that it's connected, you're gonna select the iOS 6.0 IPSW again and press just boot. Now it's booting your device for the first time. Okay, now this is 10x speed. Okay, so yeah, now I'm just gonna activate my phone and yeah. .1.3. If you don't have the CD app, I have bad news for you. Because your phone will not boot back into your OS. It will give you some SSH errors. and you will need to restore it from iTunes to iOS 7.1.2. Don't worry, this will not destroy your phone. It's just simply okay.